Hello, friends, family, and Shepherd's College community. I stand here today with the 2024 graduates. Woohoo! We made it all 3 years at Shepherd's College. I am very proud of all the achievements that we have accomplished, as well as the challenges that we have conquered. I have so many memories of my time here. When I visited SC for the very first time, I was overjoyed and ecstatic. During that time, I hugged my mom and said, thank you for letting me come here and visit. My favorite memories of that day were Mr. Ellis guiding our tour, receiving wreaths from the horticulture students, and Mrs. Canwright leading us on the chocolate chip cookie chant. I also have great memories of Miss Christenberry teaching me how to play tensies, bowling with friends at the second-year retreat called The Amazing Race, a dance competition with Mrs. Smart in the gym, Mrs. Kolkman leading a game called I Got Your Back in the first-year retreat that was called The Power of One. And last, I will never forget Mr. Anderson calling me Shasta Soda. Shepherd's College has been an amazing environment where I can just be myself. I want to tell you guys a little bit about my story. I was adopted from Russia at the age of 4. After being adopted, I was full of fear. It was difficult to sleep and hard to focus when I was awake. I was so afraid I could only speak Russian to my mom and dad. I suffered from what is known as PTSD. You know how soldiers are in combat and hear bombs going off? Then when they return from war, they are triggered by fireworks and immediately go back to the event that happened. This is what PTSD feels like to me. During my times of fear, my mom sang me a very special song that goes like this. Sasha Veronica is Mama's girl, her favorite girl in the whole entire world. At night, when I would get afraid, I would get my mom and she would gently run her fingers through my hair. When I was feeling afraid, my dad and I would go on walks and I would share all my fears with him. Having my mom and dad was like having a safety net. After graduation, I became interested in attending college. The first time I heard about SC, I questioned myself. Going to college would mean leaving my safety nets behind. Thinking about going away made all the bubbling fears swoosh in like a tidal wave. I was worried it would be like high school again and that I would be alone and people would reject me. I was worried that I would never succeed and that I would be in a dark place all my life. When I was in my dark place, in my mind, I felt like I didn't have any safety nets. I discovered after coming to Shepherd's that I had safety nets galore that included my mom, dad, and the Shepherd staff. The safety nets provided encouragement that helped me point my heart towards Jesus, and it gave me a lot of confidence that I needed in life. In my class, Life of Christ, my instructor showed visuals of Jesus. An example of one of the visuals was Jesus dying on the cross. These visuals took me by surprise and helped me know who Jesus really was. Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This has become an important Bible verse that I read to remind me that God is always there. As I have grown in my faith, I realize Jesus is my ultimate safety net that protects me from my fears. Bethany Hamilton said, "Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you." Dear class of 2024, my challenge today is for you to understand that God alone is your safety net. You can depend on him always. Congratulations, class of 2024. Now go continue to soar.